Hi everyone, welcome to the AV Team channel. My name is Ankita and I'm your host for today. Today we'll be clubbing together two beautiful bike rides. This includes the Hilton Falls and the Silver Creek Conservation Area. Both are about 40 kilometers away from our starting point of Mississauga, Ontario. As always, the reason of this video is to show you the beautiful surroundings and encourage you to take your bikes out and see the communities around wherever that you may live. Our first ride goes to Silver Creek Conservation Area. The route follows along Lisgar Meadowbrook Trail, then onto 9th Line, and then onto Georgetown. At the beginning of our bike ride, we came across many bunnies enjoying their healthy breakfast. Unfortunately, they get scared and run away every time we pass by. Passing the quiet suburban back roads, we made our way onto the outskirts of Mississauga and then onto the farm country. And as you can see, what a beautiful morning with the sun slowly rising in the background. The weather during this time of the day is also absolutely perfect. Not too hot, not too cold. The farms led us to the outskirts of Georgetown, where we came across an elderly man who was out for his morning walk. Seeing us on his bike, he was so excited to share stories of his youth and his own biking adventures. We listened to him enthusiastically and wished him well before continuing our journey. The story of Georgetown itself is quite interesting. Georgetown is an early 19th century settlement. Back in 1820s, a sawmill was first built in this location. Our final destination of Silver Creek was actually used to power that very sawmill, and later on a woolen mill and a paper mill were also established in 1837. Georgetown then became a small industrial village with a population of about 700 by 1846. The current population is approximately 42,000. From 1860s to 1880s, these were considered the most prosperous years, where Georgetown had a hotel, a bank, which you can see on the left-hand side, a transportation system, 2 churches, one we just passed and one you can see up ahead, as well as the Georgetown Herald newspaper. As we bike along this old town, you can definitely see the charms and the old town character riding through its streets. Passing Georgetown, we made our way onto 8th Line and forward towards Silver Creek Conservation Area. And we have finally reached our destination. There is no entry fee for this park. From Mississauga to Silver Creek, it was approximately a total climb of 350 meters. Before leaving, however, a selfie in front of the park map is a must. As you can see from this Google Maps image, Silver Creek and our next destination of Hilton Falls are actually in the same region. Now our journey continues towards Milton as we attempt to reach Hilton Falls. There are some very steep climbs on the 8th Line and the road is gravel. This is often not the best for either cycling downhill or going uphill, and a lot of times pushing our bikes remains the only safe alternative. There are multiple small trails that are also found within this area. The longest one is called Bruce Trail, and it's about 6.3 kilometers long. As we made our way to Milton, we got the opportunity to reflect on this year's biking season. The season for biking within Canada is limited to the summer months. That's why our team tries to cover as many places and discover as many new spots as possible within the 4 months that we have. Although this year has been very different in every aspect because of COVID, our biking has only increased. This might be because we just have more free time because there's less social commitments for the summer. These recordings were taken during the last few weeks of August, and we could already feel the air getting chilly and spot a few trees that were changing color. This made us realize that the 2020 biking season is slowly coming to an end. As Canada's climate shifts from summer to fall, the air definitely starts getting colder and it also becomes significantly windier. The cold air might not bother us, actually it helps us cool down. However, the wind makes it really difficult to cycle and enjoy at the same time. Our next destination of Hilton Falls is part of the Halton region that has 7 parks underneath it. This includes Hilton Falls, Mount Nemo, Kelso, Crawford Lake, Rattlesnake Point, Mountsburg, and Robert Edmondson. These Halton Region Conservation Parks have a one-time entry fee or you can buy an annual membership. We would highly recommend the purchase of an annual family membership, which is approximately $135. This means all members in a personal vehicle are allowed free entry for 365 days. Otherwise, it's $7.50 per person per visit. Even if you make 5 or 6 trips in a year with your family, you have recovered that membership money. The roads are mostly flat up until Campbellville Road, but after that there are some steep climbs taking you over 1,000 foot above sea level. This footage can be quite deceptive, making the viewers seem like the climb is not that difficult or it is not a sharp incline. However, if you're biking a continuous incline for 20 to 30 minutes, you're bound to get tired. And we have officially reached Milton, just a few more kilometers till our final destination. and our team has finally reached the destination of Hilton Falls, located in an extremely scenic location, as you can see here. The Hilton conservation parks are in close distance to each other. That's why you can see the skiing slopes of Kelso Park in the distance here. If you've been to one park, you most likely have passed the others along the way. Thank you for watching. Your comments are always welcome. If you like this video, please share and subscribe.